Jamie McFun, everyone! That was tremendous. Wasn't that tremendous? Yeah. Just a couple of things before I start. Rose is actually my middle name. My real last name is To the Occasion. So it's Edd Rose To the Occasion. Also, if I seem a bit off tonight, it's because I've been a bit ill lately. I don't get too graphic, but you know Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Take out the of and the wimpy kid, and that's what I had. Anyway, here are my jokes. I'm a test tube baby. That's not me saying I was conceived in a test tube. That's me saying I'm a test tube in a cool way. I'm a stranger to myself, so I can't get into my car alone. I also can't have sweets, unless administered by someone else. I don't have a lot of money. I'm on that struggle bus. So we have some fellow commuters here today. It's tough because I've got to pay my bills. I have some guys working for me, they're all called Bill. But if I can be serious for a minute, I have kind of a severe health condition. I have reverse Benjamin Button disease. Please don't laugh. It's fatal. Eventually. Speaking of segues, I think it's weird how gorillas are the mascot for a product whose main selling point is stickiness. Because last time I checked, gorillas ain't that sticky. Surely something like geckos would be more appropriate. They're so sticky, you could just use them as is. You wouldn't even have to make tape out of them. So did geckos get bitten by a radioactive spider and that's so they can climb walls and stuff? I think it warrants investigation. I like to go up to the bar and say, yes please, I'll have a Guinness Paltrow. Thank Goop very much. Have a Goop night. That's the name of Gwyneth Paltrow's lifestyle company, Goop. They sell candles made of vagina juice. They're pretty good. If a tad expensive. I can never find where to light them. Studies have shown that studies are good for showing stuff. I have 1 million views on YouTube. View number 1. The user interface needs a complete overhaul. View number 2. You know what? I made a YouTube video about it. Just go watch that. It has 7 views. Only 5 of which are from me. I'm not going bald. I'm just growing taller than where the hair is. Did you ever notice how there are no bald eagles in Turkey? You did some good work out there. The leaves have fallen off the tree in my garden. It's taking forever to put them back on. Starting to run out of geckos. I walked past a homeless guy and he said, "Change please." So I said, "You sound like my ex-girlfriend." She was also homeless. With a gruff, manly voice. I went snorkeling the other day and I found some mother of pearl. I was like, oh, what do we have here? Looks like we got ourselves a MILF. Mum, I'd like to forage. I live in fear that one day I'll say good morning to someone, not realizing that they've just lost a loved one, and they'll think I'm complimenting their grieving process. Oh, I didn't know there was a river in Crimea. Yeah, the Crimea River. I like to go running. I have one of those vests with the built-in water pouches. Feels a bit like cross-dressing, especially when I fill it with milk and wear lipstick and a wig. Women don't like guys that are small, so I try not to let them see me from a distance. I just sneak up on them. I found that as I've gotten older, I look at women differently. I used to look at them like this. Now, I look at them like this. Painful. It's okay, there's going to be another bald guy coming out soon. So. Anyone else like to wear a fedora, glasses and trench coat when using incognito mode? Just for some added immersion? And if your partner does come in and catch you watching porn, they won't recognize you. Because you're in disguise. So. People aren't ready to hear my controversial take on the name Justina, but I'll tell you anyway. I think parents who call their child Justina actually want to call them Ina, but that sounds weird to the name registration people who are like, Justina? And the parents are like, yeah. I told you weren't ready. So Tom Hanks is just in all the movies, huh? That seems fair. Did you know if you take the initial of Tom Hanks' first name and add it to his second name, you get Thanks? It's a good thing his name isn't Steve Hitface. A Faraday cage prevents electromagnetic radiation from passing through it. A Nicolas cage will steal your face and wear it. I met Nicolas Cage once. We shook hands. It was the weakest, clammiest handshake ever. Probably should have dried my hand first. When I wake up, all I can think about is what's going to happen with the novelty glasses when we get to New Year's 2137. There are no holes in any of those numbers. They're going to be some awkward-looking novelty glasses. Kind of glad I'm probably not going to be around to see that. Had kind of a dramatic day today. Had to go up to the roof of this building, so I saw a jumper up there. I was like, sweet, free jumper. Had some bird shit on it, but just wiped it off. Good as new. So you can't even tell. I've been doing online dating for a couple of decades. I was looking at this profile. It said 6 foot tall without shoes. So I thought, why doesn't she have any shoes? Not sure I want to date someone that doesn't have shoes. What if we want to stomp on some broken glass together? She would just have to watch. Maybe she's into that. If you go to get ice cream and they ask if you want a cone or a cup, go for the cone. I find it tastes better. And if they say any allergies, say, no, I don't want any allergies. Otherwise, they'll try and give you an allergy. Ever made porridge with oat milk? That's too much oats. That's whole grain incest. That's like dipping a rich tea into a cup of tea. Disgusting. I want to be a sugar daddy, but I don't have a lot of money. I'll be more like an aspartame daddy. Not only am I cheap, I'm also cancer-inducing. Why is it called asbestos? Shouldn't it be called asworstos? Because it's the worst. It's really bad. Professional comedians are setting unrealistic humor standards. I want to see more mediocre comedians in the mainstream. I want to feel represented. Well, I'm not sure I killed tonight, but I think I injured some people. Broke a fingernail or two. But up next, we got a man from Portugal who's slightly more bald than me. That's right, baldism is a worldwide affliction. It does not discriminate. But what he lacks in follicles, he more than makes up for in humor, charisma, and raw, unadulterated machismo. So I've been Edd Rose to the occasion. Have a good evening, and everyone put your hands together for Edd!